Hi guys, today's video is on how to take care of stag beetles. We will be doing stag beetles and rhino beetles, but for now we'll be doing stag beetles. I will teach you how to do both. Teach you how to care for beetles both as larvae and as adults. So let's start with adults. So first you need a substrate. You can use for both, for stag beetles, you can use wood chips, you can use flake soil, you can use normal dirt, but I prefer flake soil. It has a rich taste, soil. You can buy it anywhere online. You might be even able to buy it on Amazon, but otherwise, it's good to find a reliable place. I will also put, a link at the end of the video for how to make flake soil. But for now, I make my own flake soil, but since we're in Japan and I can't make my flake soil, I'm buying soil. Usually the cover is for rhino beetles, but you can use it for both types of beetles. So I use a plastic container specialized for bugs and fish. And I put 4 or 5 inches of flake soil, a lot of nutrients, and then the decoration of your tank is the same as a fish tank. You can pick it, but generally the thing you need is wood. You need a wood, and for feeding beetles, you can feed them with fruit, mango, apples, bananas, but try not to give them too much liquid like watermelon. I've heard that's bad for them. Another option instead of fruit is beetle jelly. Here in Japan, they come in all colors and sizes. So these here are jelly, and then they last longer and don't smell as bad, and you don't have to change them every day. They last like a week. And you need a piece of wood with a hole in it, and then you stick your jelly in, and that is the beetle food. And I usually stick it in the corner of the tank, and then you put your wood in with your beetle. So your beetle. So here is the stag beetle. He was on the video last week, I think, for the Dorcas Hopi update. He is much livelier now, almost in mating mode. Still a few more months, but then you put them in. The female is already in here. She dug down a while ago, and then that is the end. Especially with beetles from Thailand and tropical places, South America, Thailand, South Asia, those places, the beetles are very strong, so you need a escape-proof cage, a top. It's better to have a nice lock cap, because if it's just pulling it off, the beetle will push it up. They are very strong. And then with that, you're done. Try to keep it in around 70 degrees Fahrenheit for temperature. The moistness is, you can buy a spray at Walmart and all those other stores. So for watering, you need to buy spray and then just spray it every week. Try to keep the moistness at 75%. So this is the adult. Now let's go on to larvae. Also, if you can accessorize it with wood chips instead of dirt, like this. This is a handful of wood chips. Very tiny oak. If you're gonna do it, I recommend oak. They like oak for wood very much. Okay. Now, for the beetle larvae, the number one thing to use is the kimchi bottle. The kimchi bottle is something you can buy almost everywhere. Almost. I've heard you can also make kimchi, but I haven't made that yet, so I cannot explain anything on that. I will try to make a video on how to make kimchi, but for now, let's get on with the kimchi. For stag beetles, you can use normal flake soil. That works, but I've heard that they grow bigger in the kimchi bottle. In one beetle's whole lifetime from egg to adult, usually 3 to 4 kimchi bottles. One for every stage. If it's a huge beetle, then you might need 2 for stage 3. But I'm using the Dorcas Hyper. The Dorcas Hyper kimchi bottle here. Yes, and when to change the kimchi bottle? Very good questions. So when changing the kimchi bottle, it is good to change it. So the kimchi bottle is all white, right? Okay. So what will happen is the stag beetle will eat all the food, all the kimchi, and it will poop it out. And so this whiteness becomes brownish, dark brown, like beetle poop color. Okay? Beetle poop color. And then once that all becomes that beetle poop color, or about 80%, then you change it. That is about it. A tip is, if you want to watch the whole beetle life cycle up close as larvae and pupa, I recommend for you to put a towel or something on the bottle, or put it in a dark place. That way the beetles will come out to the side, the glass, where you can see it. Otherwise they will stay in the middle. That is about it. Also, when they become adults, it is good to leave them in there for about a week so their outside shell can dry. Otherwise, if you touch it, it will make weird shapes into the beetle's back, and its mandibles might become curved. And so this is the end of the video. Beetle caring will be soon. Rhino beetle caring, and well, we'll see you in the next video. Bye.